Hello. So back to forms, and today we're going to be playing with a couple of things. Okay, I want to play around with the formatting. I want to play around with some navigation buttons. I want to add in another little field for additional notes, and just play around with the aesthetics and make it look a little bit prettier. So straight off the bat, the first thing that I want to do is I want to get rid of that color, that gray color. And for us to do this, we need to be in layout view, so that we can adjust what we're going to be editing and how we can play around with it. So what I've done over here is I'm just going to expand that section a bit. And what I've done over there, if you didn't see, I selected where it says outstanding fees. I've held control in, selected a little image, and all I'm going to do now is that section over there, I want to expand that section over there. Okay, and there it is expanded. Now the next thing that I want to do is this color is just not working for me at all, and we want to change the full color to like a nice little yellow, and we're going to outline it with a nice dark blue, and the line thickness we're going to make pretty thick. Okay, and there we have it. You know, it's just giving it a little bit of an aesthetic change. You can change your colors, you can change your thickness, you can even change the outline type if you want to. If you want the little dotted line, it's completely up to you. But for now, I'm happy with the thickness of the outline that I've chosen. The next thing that I want to go to is this outstanding fees. It's just not looking very nice. So all I do is I click inside of that label, I highlight what I want to do, and this is like normal editing that you would use in Word or in Excel. I want to make it bold, italics looks nice. Let's increase the font to about 28. You can even go 30 if you want, or 36. And Arial black, that is my favorite one. And then what you're going to do is we're just going to center align it. Okay, I'm also not happy with that one. I want it to be spaced out, and there we have it. That is just normal formatting, and I'm pretty cool with that layout. Okay, now where the information is at the moment, we can change this as well. And like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of the white area. So again, we selected, and you'll see there's a little box that comes up over here, and we just want to change that again to maybe a nice little light blue. That looks pretty cool. And individuals labels, if we want to change it, what we need to do is we need to select them, okay, and they will get a full color of whatever you want it to be. So if you don't want it to match the rest, you just select them by holding in control, and you can choose your own color. Again, you can change all these little features over here should you want to, and just make it the way you want it. Alright, so I want the name, the surname, and the outstanding school fees to stand out. So you can see I've already adjusted the color, and then the outline, I will make it a nice dark black, and the line type will be a little bit of a dotted line, and we can change the thickness of it as well. Now, it's not maybe aesthetically pleasing for everyone, but it's just a tutorial on how you can change it. Right, so if you look at it, Johnny Cash and 500 doesn't require all of this information over here, the space. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to click on my create section, and somewhere along the line I'm going to change things a bit. But first of all, let's make that space a bit smaller. Okay, we don't need all of it. We've made it smaller, and then by the arrange section, we're going to add some spaces that we can bring those labels across. Okay, so I'm going to insert just one to the left, or we can actually insert two to the left, which is now giving us those blank spaces where we can move things around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Johnny over there. I'm going to bring surname up that way and bring his surname up. As you can see, I am just moving things around to the way that I would want it. I delete, whoopsie, wrong one. I delete the row because I don't need it, but I want to add in a section that I can add additional notes. So I'll go to the design, and I'm not going to find what I'm looking for over there, but on the create section I click on the form. Now be careful that it doesn't open up a new form for you guys. So we don't want to work in that one. Say no. We want to work in this one that we're already editing. And all that we're going to create, we're going to add a little bit of a text box. Okay, again we can change the size of it, how big we want it. Okay, and over here we are just going to say, make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Double click and we say additional notes. So it gives the person free range to type in anything that they feel is needed regarding the payment. If they are not happy with it, they can let us know. That really wasn't working for me. I'm sorry. And that color is also not really working for me. Well, that looks a little bit better. So it gives them space. If we change this, it gives us free range to type what we need to type in. Okay, and we can save it. So if there's any additional notes pertaining to school fees, we can put it in there. Okay. So we've done a little bit of formatting, we've done a little bit of label layouts, and the last thing that I want to show you guys is how to put in a navigation button, okay, on the actual form. And what we do is we will go here to the create section, click on form, and we go back to where we've been working. Now we want to add buttons into this, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the view to layout, okay, just to lock it in so we can do some editing, and we are going to do a navigation button. So on the design section, your controls pop up, and if we highlight the section that says button and we draw anywhere at the bottom, we should get this little window. Now what we're going to do here, we're going to do a record navigation, and we're actually going to put in find a record. Okay, we click find a record, we say next. You can use your own picture if you want to, but we're just going to use the little binoculars, which is a default, and we're going to call this search, and we're going to go finished, and there's our little navigation. And what happens with this is it allows us to search the form. So if we go to form view and we click on it, it gives you a little bit of a find and replace. Now I can remember when we did the table, we had a student by the name of Hannah. So we go look in current document, and we're going to type in Hannah, and we're hoping to find her information. And if we say click next, there's her name, her surname, and what she owes. So that is just a little bit of a search button. We can insert buttons to take us to the next form. And again, we go to the button section, we click on it, we go to record navigation, we find the next record, find next, and we're just going to go next learner. Okay, and we get a little button, and if we change it to our normal view again and we click there, it will keep taking us to our next learner. Ultimately, you can also put a previous button in that takes you to the previous record. I really hope that this has helped you guys a little bit in terms of how to change the background color, how to do a little bit of formatting, and how to add a little bit of navigation buttons. Again, hope this helps and this tutorial helps you with your practicals. Cheers, guys.